Pasensya na ho, pinakyaw na yung aking oras. Pero very interesting ko yung ni Ilya kanina, and we do hope that we'll take on his offer. And really, this is really what we need. Really gaining more knowledge so that we can be more resilient. Okay. So ang akin hong topic ngayon ay yung tungkol naman sa mga aso. Tayo sa katutak ko ang aso natin everywhere. Bawat barangay siguro hindi bababa sa 100 ng aso. Okay. Simula ho nung when we started doing some organization, disaster preparedness, etc., we have always looked at the outside source of instruments, equipment, so that we can save people. But what we have overlooked is that dogs are very good searchers, no? A lot better than humans. They siguro mga 40,000% better. Bili ho tayo ng mga gamit para pag nagkaroon ng collapse structures, we have tools, okay? But these are expensive tools. Right now, there's, barely 100 of these combined in Metro Manila. LGUs, MMDA, other agencies. So each costs about 5 million pesos. Okay. Besides, equipment like this, they're also dependent on power. So if there's no power, you're not able to charge them. Diba? Or kung gusto nyo i-charge, bibili ka na naman ng another device to charge it. Okay. And another thing, hindi nyo naman pwede lagyan ng kadena ito, tapos walk the dog. Hindi ho tulad ng mga aso, kung titignan natin yung figures na ito, no? Binabalik ko lang po ito little while ago. How do you really manage or respond to 107, sabihin na natin 100,000 structures collapsing? Okay. So MMDA started with the idea of putting a K9 unit way back in 2012. But we have not really shared it with others and have not promoted it, not until recently with through our partnership with Agos. We started with 5 dogs and volunteer MMDA employees. My classmate and I and Chairman Tolentino put up the initial stock. 5 lang ang kaya namin dahil yung mga aso is also quite expensive. So more recently, when Rappler featured our K9 unit, there were lots of interest that were generated. So what you're seeing on the slide on the lower right-hand side are new volunteers on top of our volunteer employees of various breeds. We do not discriminate on the breed kasi lahat ng aso pwede hong turuan yan. Miski anong breed. Hindi naman ho tayo humahabol. We're not really gunning for the user type, no? Just like what they have in the FEMA standard. But one thing I can assure you is that dogs, regardless of breeds, you can teach them how to find things using their nose. And they can eventually use their nose to look for humans trapped in rubble. So these are the typical activities that they have. These are our resident dogs in the K9 Center. Yung K9 Center ng MMDA, lahat ho halos recycle din yung gamit doon. Yung kennel, yung bubong noon, pati mga gamit doon, recycle din ho yan. Ang bago lang ho doon yung semento, na kung saan we hold our sessions, our classes. So they got the first taste of action in Bohol. 2 of our dogs were sent there. They were able to locate about 3. Unfortunately, namatay na yung victim. But miski pa paano, nakakuha ng 3 na dinaandaanan lang ng workers even with their skills until the 2 dogs located and were able to extricate the victims. So they have been participating in testing, getting to test, checking in the different quadrants during simultaneous earthquake drill. So when Rappler featured us, we did an orientation for those who are interested to volunteer. And these volunteers, right now, about close to 100, no? They've been doing training, pati ho yung rubbles na yan, ano rin yan, yung what could have gone to waste, we still made use of them. Okay. So they do, to get them exposed to various environment, water training, they go to Sinuloan, in Pililla, wind farm. And apart from that, they are being taught of other skills, like yung El Saro kaninang nabanggit. Simpleng skills, but somehow, this would be enough for you to help save other people. Okay. Kaya nga kanina, sabi ko kay Ilyak, baka naman pwedeng turuan mo rin sila, no? Nung how to make these things, because they could add that to, ano. So, yung mga bagong volunteers ho namin, they were featured, or they were exposed to the parade and became part of the Metro Manila Emergency Volunteer Corps. And they sworn and they took their oath and committed to serve others in times of emergencies. The initial target really is to at least go on each quadrant, at least get a good number. Then later on, if you imagine that each barangay could have 5 or 10 sets, malaking bagay na yun. We're talking about thousands. And this could be replicated in other parts of the country. So it's just the idea that we're trying to promote. And if only we would be looking at the pets that we have, put aside, and either we bought them to boost our ego, o kaya tayo lang ang medyo happy, no? At least happy din yung mga aso kapag sila mismo ay nakaka-comply sa mga gagawa. Ang eventually siguro bawat city, bawat barangay, sana magkaroon ng bawat mga teams na magagamit nila. So, inimbitahan ko kayo na na makilahok sa ibang mga pet owner who would be interested. Later on, what we'll try to do is to establish other places in Metro Manila where the volunteers can converge and do training. Malaki rin kasing espasyong gagamitin miski pa paano kapag nagte-train sila. Okay? Maraming salamat po.
No. Thank you, sir. So that's a very interesting initiative that I hope a lot of people can, or LGUs can replicate. So if you have, again, sa mga nanonood, if you have dogs that you may want to baka mag-volunteer for the MFDA K9 search and rescue teams. And we have members of the K9 rescue teams outside. Feel free to approach them if you have any questions. They're here. Is that you guys? Yes, you nagwi-wave. Yes, can you please come in and then show yourselves plus the dogs. Everyone, oh, sorry, wait. Nadala na ako. Please come up the stage. Okay. Oh, so can you tell us about his or her name and then ano yung... So please come up, sorry. Yes, please come up so nakakita kayo sa camera. Okay, her name is?
Hachi.
And he is?
Beagle Aspin.
Beagle and Aspin. And how long has he been with the K9 team?
Almost 2 months.
2 months. And aware na ba siya sa lahat ng mga kailangan gawin ng isang K9 dog?
Yes po. Sobrang bilis po ng improvement niya sa pag-handle po ng MMDA K9 Corps po.
Oh, ang cute. Sorry. Okay, so guys, please give a round of applause to our K9 search and rescue teams. Again, if you have any questions.
All of them are volunteers.
These are all volunteers.
This is not their career. Kaya lang talagang siguro sa pagmamahal lang sa aso at saka sa nare-realize nila kasi kung ano yung tinatahak natin na posibleng harapin natin kung sakaling lumindol. So they're committed their time, even their resources, just to be able to help other people.
Okay, again, so if you want to be part of the MMDA K9 Search and Rescue Team, please get in touch with them. They have a booth outside, or for those who are watching us online, just leave a message or join the fb.com/group/zero casualty and we'll connect you with them later on. Okay, thank you, Hachi. Thank you, everyone.